appears, that Prince Harry has no intention of becoming something less than a spare regarding his latest project. But as ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here in a very windy London with all that pollen flying around. By the way, we had this thing came out. It basically said, oh, there's going to be a pollen bomb in the United Kingdom. I know, I love these phrases that weather people say. Why can't they just say high pollen? Why does everything have to be a hack? Why can't it be a tip? You know what I'm saying? Also, did you know on this day, all those years ago, in 1934, no, it wasn't my birthday before, cheeky. No, it was the fact that Donald Duck made his film debut. Were you a fan of Donald Duck? I've got to be honest, I never really took to Donald Duck. I preferred Daffy Duck. I thought he had a little bit more meat about him, a little bit more, shall we say, standing up for himself. Voice at the table, remind you of anybody? Back as ever to your breaking raw story of the day. Now, as we know, earlier this year, Prince Harry released his fictional book, shall we say, Spare, which was just littered with Swiss whole cheese holes, wasn't it? I mean, everybody came out and said that didn't happen, it's not true. His time in the army was debated, the Taliban stuff, the night of meeting his first girlfriend, everything was ripped apart. But as you know, Penguin Random House paid a hefty fee for that, and they expect to get their return. They made some money, but certainly nowhere near what they put out. And, they've got that book now forever. It can be reprinted for many years to come. That's the idea. They hope they're going to make some money that way. But now, as we told you before, and recently there was a story basically claiming that Prince Harry and Meghan are stepping back. This is a year of reconciliation, not writing any more books or doing any more tell-alls. Absolute poppycock, we told you that, because this is the way they make their money. Harry currently is in negotiation with 3 different companies about what he's going to do with turning the book Spare into some kind of film. I kid you not. Not quite sure who would play him. Perhaps the older him, maybe a little bit too old now, Damian Lewis. But given the fact that Harry's such a bad actor, there's no way he could portray himself on screen. Not quite sure who's going to play Meghan Markle, but she's looking younger every minute. Interesting to note there. But here's the deal, you see, as they claim that they didn't want to do anything else and they don't want to get involved, there is some stipulation on this. I don't know if you've seen any of those sort of royal films like, Escaping the Palace and that fictitious book about freedom or something. It's just ludicrous, but it's good fun because none of it's true. But Harry and Meghan see themselves in this new role as executive producers of said serialization, big film version, TV movie of Spare. Absolutely. Even though their last effort for Netflix, all about executive business people, was a complete flop. Meghan clearly is not giving up, even with the pushback of another project by Netflix called Pearl that she still can't get off the ground, no matter what she does. You see, Harry and Meghan are determined to have their names up on a big screen, proving that the investment, their ideas, everything was right. But once again, it will be Harry's story turning over his family, brought to life, no doubt with more instant salacial content. And really, if that's all he's got to offer, then again, he's going to run out pretty quickly with, moving forward, making, how shall we say, romantic comedies, rom-coms, which apparently is the deal that Meghan wants to do. As for Spare, it's in the very early stages, but somebody, somewhere, somehow, will pay a lot of money and even more to secure the names of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Meghan and Harry, as executive producers. It's a developing story. When I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.